Japan, the land of a rising sun, home to beloved things such as sushi, anime, and Godzilla. So it only makes sense that Japan is the top destination for many people around the world. With so many people wanting to go to Japan, I think that it's only natural that I, a Japan expert, who has visited Japan a grand total of not just one, not just two, but 4 times, should be the one to share the 6 things you want to do if you want to get the authentic Japanese experience. One thing Japan is known for is its cuisine. Japan's food is beloved by many for its unique and delicious flavors. And to me, the most obvious thing to eat when first visiting Tokyo is obviously a burger from Shake Shack. Shake Shack is this very small, very niche Japanese burger restaurant that you probably have never heard of. In Japan, it can be found over by Ebisu Station in Tokyo. Shake Shack is great because it blends Japanese sensibilities with an American classic. Now, while Shake Shack does have burgers for everyone, let me just tell you my personal order, which I get every time I go to Shake Shack in Japan. First, you order a Smoke Shack burger, then you get chicken nuggets with any sauce except for honey mustard, as their honey mustard kinda sucks. And finally, you get a chocolate shake. Regardless of what you order, Shake Shack is the quintessential Japanese restaurant that will be sure to delight any traveler. If there's one place to check out in Tokyo, I would suggest Akibahara. This place is a haven for turbo nerds such as myself. This place has everything, ranging from anime to realistic model trains. Akibahara has something for everyone. But what if you don't like anime? Well, don't worry, I got you. You see, Akibahara has some great people watching. Trust me on this, you're gonna see some characters. I still remember that when I was in Akibahara, I entered this small store hoping to find a Godzilla figure. Unfortunately, they didn't have the figure, but they had something even better. As I was going through this store, all I could see was this wall just covered in Polaroids of Japanese women. When I saw this, I was shell-shocked. And what was even weirder was the fact that the Polaroid seemed to be the most popular item in the store. I had foolishly assumed, with my Western values, that people wouldn't want to be caught dead buying a Polaroid for $5. But I was wrong. I saw a lot of people just beeline for the Polaroids and not really give a shit about anything else in the store. I was amazed. Never mind selling some stupid anime figure. Selling Polaroids of women seems to be the real cash cow. Anyway, I think you can't really say you had the Japan experience if you're not able to watch young Japanese men pick out their favorite idol picture. Japan has a lot of lonely, isolated people. In fact, Japan has so many lonely people that they appointed a loneliness minister. And what kind of groups prey on lonely people? Cults. Japan is reported to have over 2,000 cults. With there being so many cults in Japan, can you really say you had the authentic Japanese experience if you don't interact with at least one cult? But don't worry. I'm here to teach you how to meet your local cultist. You see, these cultists love foreigners because typically they don't speak the language and they have no connections inside Japan. So typically, the cultists hang out near touristy areas like Akibahara and then they approach foreigners who look like easy marks. And how do I know this? Well, you see, I was actually approached by a real Japanese cultist. I was just standing around, going through my stuff, and then a man in a suit approached me. He knew very little English, but he had a translator, so we were able to make conversation. He asked me basic questions that seemed innocent enough, like where I'm from, who I'm with, how much money do I have, basic questions like that. But then he whipped out the real question. He asked me, do I want to learn how to pray? I'm like, huh? He tells me that he'll teach me how to pray to Buddha. When I heard this, I immediately knew that this guy was a cultist. But I was intrigued. So I asked him, where are we gonna pray? To be honest, if he would have just whipped out the prayer mat and said, let's pray on the street, I would have been down. but then he said that we're going to pray in his friend's house that's 20 minutes away. I was disappointed. I was actually kind of curious about his rituals, but I declined his offer, as I don't want to be robbed of all my money. I told him, sorry, but I'm not really interested, and I went on my way. While I may never know how to pray to Buddha, at least I was able to experience an authentic Japanese cultist trying to lure me to his base and rob me of all my money. And you too should experience this to get the authentic Japanese experience. Breaking news. I'd like to interrupt today's video to thank today's sponsor. Me! I'm the sponsor! I make this shit happen! If there's anyone I should thank, it should be me! If you want to check out today's sponsor, please subscribe! If you want to support today's sponsor, please subscribe! I'm begging you guys! The sponsor really needs it. The sponsor really needs it. It really makes the sponsor's day when you click that subscribe button and leave a like too if you can. Alright, back to the video. Japan has many unique experiences that should be tried at least once. One such experience would be the Pod Hotel. The Pod Hotel in Japan is a unique accommodation concept where the guests sleep in small, compact capsules. So basically, it's like a coffin. I still remember fondly that when I checked in, I had to leave my suitcase in the lobby as there were no lockers to store my luggage. And it wasn't in the back or anything, it was just in the lobby. I also remember that there was only one toilet on a floor that had 15 other people. I also remember when trying to sleep, being able to hear every single fucking noise in existence. Sometimes I still dream about being able to hear a man blow his nose for the entire fucking night. The Pod Hotel, a great Japanese experience that everyone will be sure to love. If a person really wants to interact with the people of Japan, then you gotta give the nightlife a try. Sure, you could go to a bar, but I would suggest going to a nightclub like I did, so you can experience firsthand how Japan likes to party. I still think about the live music club I went to in Tokyo. I loved it there. After all, I got to pay $15 to even step foot inside. And then I got to pay even more money for the drinks at the bar. The highlight of my night was that I got to inhale secondhand cigarette smoke, and then finally, I was able to listen to the finest music. I still remember that time when a man just played a gong for 3 minutes straight. I walked out of that club broke, drunk, and lonely. And if I had to rate my experience there, I would rate it a hearing loss out of 10. I would definitely do again. Fashion lovers out there, it is in my personal opinion that Japan is the best place for fashion. And if there's one piece of clothing that Japan is known for, it would be the blue jean. While America invented the blue jean, Japan perfected it. Japan is known for its high-quality denim that attracts thousands of people all over the world. And while high-quality denim can be purchased all throughout Japan, if you want to visit the hub of Japanese denim, you need to visit Jean Street. Jean Street can be found in the town of Kojima in the Okayama Prefecture. This town is considered the birthplace of Japanese denim and has a street solely dedicated to denim. In Jean Street, Japanese denim brands have stores lined up all across the street with jeans that can't be found anywhere else. This place is sure to be the dream shopping destination for any Japanese denim fan. I still remember my experience of first visiting Jean Street. I took a train over from Osaka, and despite the train ride being only 2 hours, I somehow got lost and wasted 5 hours instead. And then I went to the wrong Jean Street. That is right, there are 2 Jean Streets in Japan. One located in the town of Kojima, and one located in Kurashiki. After realizing my mistake, I quickly went to Kojima, but it was too late. I realized it was 8 p.m. and everything is closed. I'm still grateful though. I was able to visit the hub of Japanese denim and have the wonderful experience of not being able to even enter a single store in Jean Street. I hope that through me, you have experienced the wonders of Japan. And hopefully, this video can help you plan out your own trip to Japan. Please hit that subscribe button if you like this video. I really do appreciate it. And anyway, thank you for your time and have a good day.